Hi students, welcome to today's class. Today I'm going to revise the Python, working with Python functions. Okay, so we are going to see the function basics programs now. So already we have discussed this program and what will be the output of the program also we have seen, that is define calc sum and x comma y. This is the function, what is the function header, and then s is equal to x plus y and then return yes. Um, all these programs, no statements, first three statements, it is belongs to this function only, that is calc sum function. Okay, so first one is function definition and the next two statements are belongs to this function calc sum, and then num1 equal to float of input of enter the first number, and num2 is equal to float of input of enter the second number. These two are main program, and sum is equal to calc sum of num1 comma num2. This is function per. Okay, and this is also belongs to main program only. So you have to identify the main program from the subprogram, because subprogram or function name, no, it is always starting with the name def. Okay, so the keyword def is used for, what is the difference between keyword and the variable, no, variable or identifier. Okay, so keyword means already it has some meaning. So def means what? Define, calc sum. So it is defining the function name. So after this function name, we will have some indentation. Okay, so whatever statements are following after the function name, it will have some indentation, that is four spaces, white spaces we need to leave for typing the function body. Okay, and these two statements are belongs to this function because it is having some indentation, that is four spaces indentation we have for these two statements also. So other four statements, if you look at, there is no indentation, it is starting from edge of this screen. Okay, so that means there is no indentation for these four statements, so it is belongs to the main statement or main program. So num1, num2, and then this sum line, and then print line. So all these four statements are belonging to main program. Okay, so now you are understood with this about this program. What will be the result of this program? So if you are passing the value from the user for num1 and num2, for example, if you are passing for num1 as 20 and num2 as 30, so 30, that is 20 and 30 will be substituted here. That is 20 will be substituted in the place of this num1 variable. So num1, num2 are called variable here, and sum also is a variable, and xy also variable, s also variable. So now you need to identify. Variables are also called as arguments and parameters that we have studied in this function lesson. So what is the difference between arguments and parameters? So there is a small difference between the arguments and parameters. Arguments means the values which are passed inside the function call is known as arguments. So how to identify the function call? As I said, function call will be a part of the main program only. Okay, then only because we know that main program only initially it will be executed, started executing when we are executing the program in any programming language. So main program statements are what and all. So this statement and the other four lines, no, these four lines are known as the main program statements. This is a program statement, even though it is placed, it is not having any indentation in the beginning, so it will execute first and then it will go for the next statement, num1, num2, like that the program execution will go on. Okay, so execution, flow of execution, what is meant by flow of execution? That is the steps are order of the execution of the program. Okay, so how the program statements are going to be executed, in which order it is going to be executed. Okay, if you put the number for every statement, like one, first statement is having number 1, second statement is number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you allot numbers like this, so first def will be getting executed, one after which number of statement will get executed. Fourth statement, this is fourth statement, so then fifth statement, and then fifth statement. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth statement will get executed. In the sixth statement, this function is called. So this is function call, this is known as function call. So the variables which are used inside the function call is known as arguments. Okay, so actual arguments. So these are the actual values we need to pass from the main program. So the function or what's a program, it will take that values, that actual values or actual arguments, and that value is copied to, num1 is copied to x and num2 is copied to y. That means 20 and 30 is going to be copied to x and y. And then here the statement s is equal to x plus y will get executed, and then it will return the s. That return s will be copied to this calc sum, and this value is assigned to, okay, that is 20 plus 30, 50 will be assigned to the sum. Then finally this statement will get executed. That means first one, and then fourth statement, and then fifth statement, and then sixth statement. Sixth statement after, again it will go to 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then it will come again to this is 4, 4, 5, 6. Okay, after 3 it will again come to 6, and then 7. So like that the flow of execution will be there for this example program. So I have chosen this example program in order to explain to find out the following parts, that is function header, function call, arguments, parameters, function body, main program. This you need to identify from this program. So like that, if you get any program also, you need to able to find out which is function header. So these are the basic things which you need to understand before you start doing any programs in function. Okay, so function header you need to know, function call means what is you need to identify, and then arguments you need to identify, parameters you need to identify, function body, main program you need to find out properly. Okay, so from this program, okay, we will find out what is function header, function call, arguments, everything I will explain. So next I will give one more program. You need to find out the function header, then function call, arguments, parameters, function body, main program. So like this you need to write the headings in this order, and you need to write the function header from the given program. What program I'm going to assign for you, from that program you need to write and send it to me in my WhatsApp number. Okay, so function header you need to write, function call you need to write, arguments you should write, parameters, function body, main program of the given program. So not this program, I'm going to give another new program for you. Now let me tell from this program what is function header. Which is function header? The function which is function name which is started with def. Okay, any statement which is started with the def is known as function header. So here calc sum is the function name, and def is the definition for this function, and then followed by parenthesis. Inside parenthesis we have the parameters x and y. So this entire statement up to that colon is known as function header. So now let me write that function header. This is function header. Okay, now function call we need to find out. This is only function call. Okay, it is also placed in the main program. So this name, whichever statement is available with the actual arguments, that is known as function call. Okay, it will be always placed in the main program. So this is function call in your given example. Okay, next is arguments. What is meant by arguments? Actual variables only known as arguments. So here num1 comma num2 both are arguments. Okay, num1 num2 both are arguments, which is called parameters. Okay, parameters always it is used in the function definition. So this is parameters. Okay, so now you're clear with parameters. So x, y, which is used inside the function definition. Okay, which is used inside the function call is known as function, that is the actual arguments or arguments. Then function body, which is function body, the statements which are placed after or beneath or below the function definition is known as function body. So these two statements are, I will put hash here because this is a Python interpreter screen. So x is equal to x plus y, and then return s. So these two statements are known as what? Function body. Okay, next one is main program. Which is main program? This really is known as main program, from num1 to up to print. Okay, all these statements are making a main program. So now you are clear with the parts of the given program. So like that I will give one more program. One program you need to find out these parts. Okay, so let me check your answers after you send all the answers to me. Okay, so now I'm going to explain another one, that is see here, this is one program for you. Def power of b comma p, and then y is equal to b star double star p, that is power operator, b power p. Okay, whatever value you are passing for p, that should be substituted as power, and then return y, then define calc square of x, power of x comma 2, that should be returned, then n is equal to 5. So now you are clear with which is the function. Here two functions are used. One is power and one is calc square. Square you need to find out. The another three statements placed here. Now this is only known as main statements, main program. So n is equal to 5. In this, we are going to calculate, add the square value and the power value. Whatever value we are obtaining from this two functions, no, the two functions are going to be added in the main program. Then the result will be obtained from the system. Okay. So now, first statement which is going to be executed in this program is def power of b comma p, and then it will go to next here, okay, and then it will go to n is equal to 5, and then the flow of execution will move on to this cal square. So first it will see this function call. There are two functions call are used in this statement, that is in main program. See here, cal square is one function because we know that two functions are used here in this program. So cal square of n is one function, and another function call is what? Power of 3 comma 3. So this is function call. That means this function is called here. In this place, the function is going to be called here. So it will go to this cal square function. Whatever value we are passing for n, that is 5, is going to be copied here in the place of x. And then 5 power 2, 25 will be returned here. That value is copied here. Okay, after returning, that value will be copied here, and then it will move on to this power of 3 comma 3. So this is also function call. So for b, 3 is passed, for p also 3 is passed. Okay, so this is base value and this is power value. Okay, so 3 comma 3 is passed. So 3 power 3 is 27. So 27 will be assigned here, and that 27 will be returned. That value will be copied here. Okay, so after this statement, it will be returned here. So already we have 25 here in this calc square of n place, and then power of 3 comma 3 is having the value 27. This is 25. So 25 plus 27, what will be the result? 52. So that 52 will get printed. So now let us see the output of this program by running. Okay, so run. F5 also you can press, or run module also you can do. So now 52 is the answer. Now you are clear with this program. Okay. So let us close this screen. Now I'm going to explain the same thing in the Word document. See, we need to find out, trace the following code and predict the output produced by it. So now we got the output for this program, that is 52. Now if we are typing the program in this way, that means with a gap. Okay, so first function after we have given one gap, that gap is assigned with one number, one serial line number. And then next function is also returned. After that also we have given one line gap. So that line, the blank space is also considered as another number. Okay. So now according to this number, we need to write the, so if the number is allotted like this for the given program, and if you are asked to find out the flow of execution or program flow, no, you need to write the program flow like this. I will show the output afterwards. See, how will you write the flow of execution? So first this statement will get executed, that is 1, number 1. Then next to this, number 5. So 1 after 5. This is the order of the execution or flow of execution, we will say. How the program execution is going to be taken place in the Python interpreter when it is executed. So first this statement, that is 1, number 1 statement, and number 5 statement. So 1 after 5, 5 after 9, okay, 9 after 10, okay. So in the 10th place we have function call. So automatically where the flow will go, function that is the program execution will started jumping to cal square. So 10 after again 5, okay, then 6, and then 7. Now let me reduce the screen and I'll show how this is explained. Okay, see here, 1 after 5, 5 after 9, 9 after 10, okay, 10 after cal square, okay, cal square is allotted with number 5, then 6. Immediately in 6 we have another power, so another function call. So 6 after where it will jump? 1 again. You can see whenever I am saying the flow of execution here by indicating in a mouse, you just see the flow of execution whether I am saying correctly, okay, because this is the output for flow of execution, this is the answer. So let me explain here, just you see this flow of execution whether it is correct or not, okay. So first statement, and then 5th statement will get executed. Next where it will go, the program execution will start going to this place. Okay, because these are the main statement. Before we go to main statement, which is not having indentation, that will be executed first. So this is 1, then fifth one, and then 9, and then 10. In the 10 we have function called that is cal square. So 10 after 5, then 5 after it will go to 6. 6 we have another function call. So it will automatically jump to this power. Okay, this power function called where it is located here only in the first place. So first after 2, 2 after 3. So this 3 will be returned to where? Here, 6. So 3 after 6, 6 after again 7. So this A will be returned to where? This cal square, that is 10. Okay, 7 after 10. 10 after placing the value, now next it will go to here only. Okay, so here power function is used. So where this power function is located, power as a program is located here. So 10 after again 1, then 2, then 3. So this y is returned here. Then 3 after 10. So 10 after 11. So like this, the flow of execution will be taken place whenever one program is given to you with the functions or the subprograms. Okay. So now what is the output we got already? 52. So now you are clear with this program. If they are asking like this to you, trace the following code and predict the output produced by it. So you need to write the flow of execution and you need to write the output also by substituting the values. Okay, so because the value is given, if the value is not given only, you need to assume your own value and you need to write the output. But if any program is asked what will be the output, so automatically they will give the value for you. You need to find out by substituting the values in the proper places. For that, you need to know how the order of the execution will be taken place in the any program, any Python program. I think now you are clear with this concept. So to find out the flow of execution and the output. Okay. So next you need to find out the answer for this program only. Let me show the program. See, for this program, just you can copy down this program. Okay, define, first statement is define process number of X. So this is the task for you. Today's task for you is, this is the today's assignment for you. Assignment, you need to complete this. Okay, complete this and send to my WhatsApp number. So today's assignment is what? Find the following parts, that is function header, function call, arguments, parameters, function body, main program. You need to find out from this given program. Okay, and send to my WhatsApp number. Thank you. With this, I am going to end up this meeting. Okay, thank you once again.